What up? Oh my god, look at all them dents. What up, man? How's it going? Pretty good. I'm getting a little more muscle there. I've only been going for like 4 months now, so it's slow but steady. But I'm still pumped on pre-workout, so that's pretty good. Can you hear me? I'm kind of talking quieter than normal because Paige is going to go to bed soon. Awesome, cool. I'm just going to clean a little rust off this before I go any further because I haven't taken this thing off in like 3-4 years, something like that. Good enough. It's not gonna rust through. I could probably straighten up a lot of this. Make that brass shiny. That's the thing I love about this helmet. I don't have to do anything else to make it pop, but just fucking polish up the brass. There's that. Take this off the kettle helm because I'm gonna need to measure out how much cordage I'm gonna need to make. So much glue in this thing that it's. Don't that look weird? Very stiff. Although this is duck cloth and like look at the line of glue that I've got around this thing. So first things first, untie this thing and figure how much I need. I'll probably have to do it in 2 sets. I want to say these are pretty close to the same length because my head size is pretty close. Yeah, they're pretty close to the same length. So I'm just going to measure out one and do the other. Keep that for something, I guess. All right, where is my measuring tape? What the fuck did I do with it? Oh, there we go. Cool. So we're about 3.5 feet. Yeah, that's pretty much what I keep most of my colored guard for. I've got like my old Squires tabard, I've got the Dragon Guard tabard, I got my SCA tabard. I got all of those that I'm just keeping around as like room decor, and it's good like mementos. All right, and then this I'm going to lay out, and I'm going to use this as a template for my next drape, which I think I'm just going to make it a nice square and then trim it down a little bit. Yeah, I just switch kits a lot. I've got like my monster kit, I got my half armor kit, my full armor kit, and then a range of colors. I think you came out for a while when I was doing the whole red and black deal, so it's just pretty chill. We switch up a lot. I don't know if you've ever seen my Yinogu Knoll belt flag. It's like a fucking flail with 3 heads. Pretty sick. I like, if that wasn't the sign of a D&D god, I might make that my sigil because it's kind of sick. So let's start off and seeing how much fabric I got. I got a lot of this black. I don't know. I should, in theory, have enough to do what I need to do here. So, yeah, we should have enough here. I think if I cut 1-inch strips, I don't know if I can get to it. Let me see. So my old monster war braids. See if I can get you a good angle on that. So it's like a 3-headed flail, Yinogu. It's a D&D. And then I think 10 Tekirush was like the like badass Knolls. And that's like when I do my monster persona, that's kind of what I roll as. It's like the specialized badass Knolls. Okay, so I'm going to cut the strips out for the wrap first. Yeah, it sounds really bad, but the furries kind of ruined Knolls. You know, it's not something I necessarily want to be super associated with anymore. And for a while there was a big push to make it to where no Knolls could wear collars. They were trying to do like an unofficial like knighthood deal, where it's like, oh hey, you know, you can't wear that collar unless you earn this. And it's like, I just didn't want to have an argument. Yeah, fuck. I think when I first met you guys, I had just started, probably a year before that, I was wearing my chainmail and just my great mail. And I think I even had a pair of steel gauntlets I was fighting with Ethan. When I was fighting against Ethan, I think one of those, I've got that. So let's try something like this. See if I can cheat a little, not have to make too many long cuts. It's almost time for new fabric scissors, unfortunately. I want my little folds to be about a 1/2 inch thick. So historically, these were bigger, so they would probably be like 1 inch like tubed when you wrap it, and then they would stuff it with something. I don't like it. I think it looks too big, so I always do like a 1/2 inch, and then I don't stuff it with anything, and I just wrap it. Yeah, I've had these ones for a while, and I think I got DAP on one spot of them, so now it's all kind of fucked. The problem with throwing all your tools in the same drawer and then using that drawer to work on shit. Like you just saw me, I was using the drawer as a stabilizing spot to take that fabric off that helmet. So in theory, I think I should only need, let's see, how long is this? Might be cutting it a little short here. Oh no, I think it's just perfect. Yeah, so a lot of times, from what I can tell, the common thing was that these wraps and stuff for great helms and other things were to denote colors, but a lot of times it was for tournaments, from what I can tell. Now, I haven't done a huge amount of research, so I'm going to be talking out my ass. But one of the things I looked into when I first got the great helm is a lot of great helms have like a sculpture on top. So like their base would spread out on the top of the helm, and your dragon or your griffin would come off top, and then the fabric would come down to cover the attachment to the top of the helmet, and then your wrap would secure the fabric that hides that on there as well as denoting like your house colors and stuff. And so that's where like you got this really fancy like ornamental fucking look to a helmet, and I really like that. I don't really, I like, I'd have to like drill holes in the top of the helmet and then get like a metal sculpture to put on top of it to get that look, because otherwise it'd be getting lots of hits to it. But I thought about doing like a foam one and like paper macheing it to where it was like super tough, but I never really got that far into it. So maybe one day I will. So next I'm going to cut out this width here. I think I want my drape on my helmet to come down farther this time, so I'm going to cut a little bit farther. I want the drape to come down a little bit more, and I think I may even try to do a diamond shape at the back of it. So something like that, almost. Of course, it's probably going to look a little whack on the helmet once it's on there, because it's never going to like fit around it perfectly. But that's the fun thing about this. It never has to be perfect. Yeah, they're just super fucking extra. And the other part is like, I'm on a big field with a lot of people. I don't necessarily need a fucking crazy amount of ornaments. It would be kind of sick, though. I'm not going to lie. It's kind of sick, but I don't really need it. Let's do something like this. Now, so this shape should give me a pretty good, more professional look, because as you can see, this was just like ripped out, and it gave me that kind of rough look. I'm trying to get real dressy with this. Pretty dressy. I'm going to cut this end a little bit more here, so it's nice and symmetrical. There's my scissors fucking me over a little bit. There we go. Plus 9. So I think I'm going to do this in segments. I'm not going to do the whole wrap. So I'll need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces of separate fabric. But we're going to come back to that. I'm going to do that later. Now, both pieces of this fabric has a stretch quality to it. So in theory, I should be able to get these pretty close to my helmet without having to do any crazy, tightening it. So with the others, those are like shield fabric. So those other circles, those are like shield fabric. So it was a lot more stiff. This was going to wrap a little tighter. At least that's the plan anyway. Did I drop my Siggy? No. Okay. So now I'm going to cut this out of here. Man, probably wouldn't do this, but man, wouldn't it be super over the top just to do this black instead of doing black, do fucking gold? It's a little too gaudy for me, but my intrusive thoughts are sort of there. Yeah, pretty much. That's also sort of why I don't charge a lot on some of this stuff, is because I usually just say, hey, I'm going to keep the materials if you're cool with it. Because I never know what I'm going to build in the future. Just sort of like this. I never know if I was going to need this. I'm not using a lot of it, but at the same time, I probably wouldn't have had it. This is some pricey fabric. I probably never would have just had this lying around. My guess is this is like $25 or $30 a yard. So, and I've got enough for a bunch of shit here. That's like enough to have trim for fucking ever. Ooh, I need to cut out some pieces for the trim on that. I figure like 2 half-inch pieces should be enough. Two half-inch pieces should be enough. Close enough. Yeah, like it's unless you know what you're looking for, you can also like get the wrong fabric and just spend a bunch of money, and it kind of sucks. It's never as easy as it looks at first, especially when you're walking around Joann's. It's like, what the fuck do I get? Oh, Jesus, this is a lot of shit. This won't be the most fancy wrap on the planet, but it'll get us where we want to go. Now I got a little bit of unevenness on this, so I'm going to try to trim that down. Yeah, so like the best fabric for shields, it's heavy, but it lasts long, and that's what the shield fabrics I was just had on my helmet is duct cloth. It's a little pricey, but it's the best like bang for your buck as far as durability goes. So, and that's basically what I use on most shields. The other part is it folds really nice, which is super useful when you're like the way that I do mine. Oh yeah, that's a. I definitely like the full armored one, the one with all the green first. Yeah, I think I just got a Dragon Guard with that, and then my Squire's Tabard with the chainmail. Still very drippy. I need to get another like sash. I like that. God, that's 5-6 years ago. Oh my god, dude, what the fuck? Fucking crazy. I'm super mad. I fucking smoke. Oh, there it is. Cool. Yeah, man, it's been a long fucking time. COVID really made that seemed like a longer time for sure than it was. Oh my gosh. We went through a whole pandemic. Okay, so this isn't a great thing. So before I do this, I'm gonna check my bobbin, make sure it's nice and full, because I hate finding out in the middle. Yep, see? Check that shit out. I knew it. My bobbin's fucking empty. I would have got like 2 inches and had to fill my fucking bobbin. Alright. So the sewing thing is going to be kind of boring for a minute because it takes a lot of focus. So probably in between pieces of sewing, I might be talking. Are we plugged in? It should be plugged in. Why is this not working? What? Okay, that's weird. Okay. Ooh, I got beer. Yeah, I do. Alright. Did it finally die? Did my sewing machine actually die? What? I hope not. Are you fucking kidding me? There an extra plug over here? What the fuck? Killian's, my favorite beer. Which coincidentally I liked before I knew Killian. All right, we have technical difficulties here with this. Oh no! All right, we have a slight problem. We're gonna have to do something wild today, and I don't want to have to, but I think I have to. Fuck. Did you finally die? No. Alrighty, let's try something else here. Plug thing? Let's try unplugging. Oof, that's not good. What options we got here?